You're right, guys, Shay here. Uneven bounce. Hope you guys are well. Back on top of the table. So we had the return game against the Knights in a very low scoring game, a tough game. We won by 5 wickets. So yeah, let's get into it. So we bowled first this time. We're obviously still in Durban. We obviously played Knights away from home a couple of weeks ago. We got battered. So yeah, time to get revenge, and we did just that. But not out of a few scares. So yeah, we bowled them out for 116, then scored 253 in return. Now, if you go to the Knights innings, so the 116, it was great to see the return of Darren Pavlon. Now, I've been talking about him for a little while now, since the first couple of games, like why he's not on the side. I was a bit surprised. Now, I'm still not sure, to be honest with you, but I think he might have been carrying injury. Anyway, he's fully fit very much in this game. He's took 11 wickets, fantastic. He took 7 for 38 in the first innings and 4 for 66 in the second innings to wrap up the game for us. So yeah, a couple of changes that we made to Pavlon and Mangaliso Meshekle, who came into the side to the side. So I was thinking, did I butcher that name? I'm trying to say it as close as I can to the actual pronunciation, but yeah, I don't sure probably butcher it in my northern English accent. But anyway, apologies if I did. But anyway, so yeah, Meshekle came in along with the Pavlon for our opening bowlers from the Cobras game. So yeah, Otto Bartman and Karen Mungroo made way for those two. I think they've kept Rolls on the side, but this time, I mean, he started the season, opened the batting and keeping. Then he went down to middle order and retained the gloves. Now he's basically just staying in middle order, batting at 6, and he's now lost the gloves. So they brought in Mangi to obviously take the gloves off him. And to kind of just literally just alleviate any kind of extra pressure on him, so he can simply focus on his game. Now, didn't really work out in this game. In the last game, sorry, when he batted at 6, one of the reasons why they brought Meshekle in is because he only made 17 in the last game. Didn't bat in the second innings against Cobras. So this game, he lost the gloves, and it's worked out quite well because he hit 73 in the first innings. So a little bit of return to form. You got a first bowler in the second innings, cricket, who needs it, hey? Just the game that we love, eh? But such a bastard at times. But yeah, so you got 73, obviously that's great. And then you got a first bowler. So we're not sure exactly yet if he's returned to form, Grant Rollison, but hopefully he has for the next game. We've got the Titans, I believe, next match. Actually, let's check that. But I do believe it's Titans next week. But yeah, anyway, we can get to that in a bit. Anyway, so yeah, low scoring game. So we made 253. Then they scored 213. A very difficult wicket to bat on. It was turning, and there was something in it for the seams as well. Letha and Tanzi bowled again, quick, bowled well. Again, a bit of control. He opened the ball in this time, so very much different to the game against Cobras. He was coming on, 4th and 5th change. This time he was thrust with responsibility to open the bowling, because obviously with Mungroo and Bartman out, there was no one really there. I mean, he could have used the Swart, but they wanted to go with the kind of raw pace option, and they put Tanzi up front. Did quite well. I think he bowled 9 overs in that first innings, 7 overs wicketless, and got a wicket in the second innings. I think we took 1 for 32 of his 9 overs. Shay did. When we got out for 213 in that second innings, it was very much about spinners, with Sami and Sir Brian, who bowled in tandem again. I mean, pretty much identical, both ends, the off spin and the left arm orthodox. Both bowled 23 overs, and with Sami out bowled him, actually took 345 in that second innings. Knights, I mean, they give us 17 chase, and I thought, okay, we'll win this. And to be honest with you, when we saw him bowl that 116 and 253 in return first digs, I thought, you know what, the game is over, we'll win this one, and we should get back to the top of the table. But yeah, not a few scares, was it? Chasing 78, a small total. Small totals can always be very difficult, can it? Especially if you have a mentally fragile batting order. Now, I don't think we do that. I think we have some confident characters in there. I would say with Urwia and Ackerman, I'd say them two particular, and Keegan Peterson, those 3. But Muthuswamy Zondo, you never know which way they're going to go, do we? So Muthuswamy obviously stayed as Cyril Urwia's opening partner for this match after what he did in the last game. I think did he make a few? I think he made a few, didn't he? Won the innings. Oh, maybe he didn't actually. He got a Docky, Joe Katia return for the Knights, and it took 3 for. And he got a dock in the first innings with Simon in 17, so he didn't do anything. Keegan Peterson, the steady hand there, scored 28 not out against his old team to take us home, because it was a bit worrying at times, wasn't it? Yeah, that middle order. Ackerman went for one, Zondo, fifth ball Doc, and Rollison said before for a golden. So at one point we were actually a little bit shaky there. 60. Well, I mean, we were 55 for 1 and then became 61 for 4, but chasing 78, you didn't think you really going to lose, and then, and then actually 62 for 5, wasn't it? Yeah, 55 for 1 to 62 for 5, that's 4 wickets, 7 runs. A little bit of, obviously, middle order wobble, but I'm still pretty confident we would see. I remember actually when Rolson got out, I thought, okay, I was actually quite annoyed thinking, shit, we're going to lose this game, but we managed to take it home, so it was fine. We now return to the top of the table. This was obviously our pool game. It's a cross pool game, last against Cobras. I forgot to mention that. But this is a part of our pool because we've got Lions and the Knights in our pool. So yeah. Anyway, so the next game, I'm pretty sure we've got the Titans next. My internet's not working properly here to see the fixtures, but I'm pretty certain it is the Titans next, which will be a tough game. Oh, here we are. Okay, it is actually working now. So let's see. We'll just quickly check the fixtures. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. It's Titans away. And my worry is 2 words, Aiden Markram. So we'll see. But I don't know. He's just in such great form. 300s back to back. It's scary. But anyway. I just want to talk a little bit about the SWAT, actually. It's one thing I've got to mention. Because he's not mess around. But I don't like the fact that he's batting at 8. In this game he batted at 7. He got pushed to 6 for the declaration game against Cobras. He batted at 6. No, sorry, batted at 4 actually. Yeah, they pushed him up top of the order to give it a bit of a whack. He scored 32 or 30 balls, and then he's batting at 8 in this game against Knights. It's just a bit confusing to me. Like, what we're trying to do with him? He's opened the bowling. He's batting. He's bowling third change. I think we're still trying to work out really what's his best really role for us. I mean, he's a very talented player, and I'm really happy actually he's getting a real opportunity. He's playing week after week, so it's good to see. I just don't want to see him batting at 8, and it happened again this match. Now Masheka could have batted at 8 and Sir Brian at 7. I think that would have been fair. Sorry, Sir Brian, the SWAT at 7. I think the SWAT should really batting. I think he could actually bat top 5. I mean, he has a 50+ average in first class cricket. I think 57 last year, albeit the semi-pro comp for Easterns, but still, that's obviously extremely good average. And I think he's someone who could actually bat definitely top 5, top 6, absolute top 6 for sure, and possibly even top 5. But the SWAT is batting at 8. He's bowling. He's open the bowling. He's bowling down the order. I mean, I look in the game here. I mean, we're looking. He's bowling first change because obviously no Munger and Bartman, and then in the second innings, he's bowling. Was he also first change? Yeah, he was first change as well, and he bowls tight. He took a wicket in both innings. He took one of the first innings, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he said. Yeah, no, actually, sorry, wicketless in the second innings, but he bowls 10, 12 overs. First change. Just want to see what kind of role it is there for him. To me. He's a batting all-rounder, but I'm not sure. I think that Pepper Quayo is a bowling all-rounder. If anything, Pepper Quayo should really, when he's back, Pepper Quayo should really be the third teamer and the SWAT the fourth teamer. What worries me is there's lack of pace in that bowling then. If you play Mungru, then we don't have the raw. To me, you would play Pavlon and Tanzi as your 2 raw opening out and out quicks, especially in Tanzi, and then you're going to bring Pepper Quayo and the SWAT. Really being honest though, there's only really a place for one of them. That's the truth. If you had a full squad available, there's really only a place for one of them. The reality is, Andili Pepe Quayo, first class level, his stats are really not good. And it's a little bit of a myth around him, how good this guy actually is. And I might do a video about him at some other point, not today, but just dissecting his figures and how he's performed. On the Cricket Fanatics magazine, there's some chat about him, and one guy was saying that, his stats are comparable to Chris Wokes. In no way, shape or form, is Andili Pepe Quayo anywhere near the calibre of a Chris Wokes. Let's get that straight. There's absolutely no chance. Chris Wokes is an opening bowler. He's been around for a long time. He takes a new ball in the power play. He's a top. He was a world class player. He's a world class player, as he's shown this summer. Showed last year in the World Cup. Very, very good player. Pep McQuire bowls middle order, has not shown anything really with the bat. Hasn't won many games for South Africa. He's played almost 50 games now for them, 50 white ball games. I do worry about Pep McQuire a little bit. I mean, he's only 24 years old, but I just wonder if he's really got the ability to improve that much, to do it at the higher level, at the highest level in the big games against the best teams. I do wonder about that, and whether his game's gonna peter out. I'm not sure. I'll have to see. So we'll see how that affects obviously the SWAT, going back to the Dolphins, how that affects the SWAT, and really how he carries on. Because I'd like to see him, an ideal world, really like to see him batting at 5 and bowling second change. I'd like to play him to play kind of like a Ben Stokes role. I think he's capable of doing that. I say he's been moved around a lot at the moment. I think him batting at 8 is just criminal. I think he needs to be batting far higher than that. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Yeah, so if you've got the win under their belt, it's really good. I said a little bit rocky on stage, but you know what, a win's a win ultimately, so it's good. It's a difficult pitch to bat on, so yeah, I think we've done well there. Anyway, that's it from me, guys. On to Titans we go. That game starts, I think it's on the 13th. Just quickly check here now. Hopefully my computer will be fine, and I'll be able to quickly check, but I do believe it's the 13th. It's not bringing it up just yet, so yeah. The 13th. It is 13th, which is a week today. It's actually starting Sunday. Be a tough game that, but we'll see. Obviously we'll have Pep McQuire and Mirage back, so it'll be interesting to see the team selection for that game. But yeah, hopefully DePavlon now, I'm sure, will keep his place. How can he not take 11 wickets? Just fantastic to see DePavlon back. He's such a good player. You know, such a really good bowler. You know, he's around for a little while now. Had some back injuries, but he hopefully seems to be, fit now, ready to go, can play the rest of the season for us, and have a really good summer. And you never know, maybe an outside, outside chance getting a recall to the Protea setup. We'll see. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. If you like the content, please do like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And hopefully I will see you on the next one. Cheers.